So that makes the most sense for it to be a dessert pie because it's actually technically cheese on the pizza. We're gonna have to do a dessert.
You're
episode.
a fart smeller, Kevin.
We're gonna
New Haven style pizza. Come and take a seat. A pizza, it's time to eat.
Charred New Haven Pizza Show, episode 52. What's going on? It's Kevin Begley, Frank Zabsky, and we have a lot of exciting episodes coming up in the next few months. So we have on location special guests, but for now we are in studio for episode 52, and a lot happening in February these past couple weeks.
February's for lovers, Kevin.
I know, Valentine's Day. National Pizza Day was February 9th, our big anniversary of Charred, the day that we started the show. This is the beginning of year 3 of the podcast, which is very exciting. How was your Valentine's Day?
It was uneventful, Kevin. Not as eventful as you after 30, 35 years. I got chocolate-covered strawberries.
Well, those are delicious. That's awesome. I love chocolate-covered strawberries. So I got a couple Valentine gifts, pizza-related Valentine gifts. And I don't know about anybody else, but when I was growing up, like my parents used to always give us like a little Valentine's like gift. It was almost like an Easter basket, like of Valentine's stuff.
Yeah.
So we do it for our kids now. And my mom still sends me like a Valentine's card and like Valentine's gifts. And obviously she watches these episodes. Shout out, Mom. And we've, over the past couple months throughout the holidays, we were talking about all the different pizza stuff I have.
Yeah.
And the socks, the shirts, the hoodies, the hats. And then we talked about pizza underwear. You asked me if I have pizza underwear. No one was able to find it except for my mom, who found pizza underwear, which I'm actually wearing right now.
Oh, look at what we got here.
I'm wearing them right now. There's 2 pairs, so I have medium. I'm a medium. She didn't know what size I was, so she got me medium and
God, I
large.
haven't been a medium since middle school.
So medium pizza boxers, which are amazing. My wardrobe is complete now with pizza, but I brought these extra pair, because I'm going to add them to our set.
Wow, look at that, dog.
Here we go. Ready?
Woo! Dun, 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 dun.
All right.
Thanks, Mama Begley.
We officially have pizza underwear on the set of Charred now.
Now, when you said pizza underwear underwear for Valentine's Day, I had a little bit more risque thoughts of what it might be. But those are really, they're good. They're
just
good
a sliced thong, are you thinking, or a Speedo?
Well, I was thinking something more along the lines of a sock, if you understand where I'm going.
Yes, I do understand. But yes, these are our official Charred pizza underwear right here. And
awesome.
The other thing I got, which I want to get your thoughts on, I should have saved it, but I ate it between Valentine's Day and now, is this, and we'll put a clip of it in the episode, but you got a Pizza My Heart. It is chocolate. You can't really see it. We'll add it. Chocolate pizza.
Ooh.
So it's chocolate pizza slices.
Nice.
Which is like white chocolate with a little bit of like strawberry as the little
That's
hearts.
a great idea.
And then milk chocolate. I love dark chocolate, but the milk chocolate was good with the pizza, I feel like.
Yeah.
So are you into dessert pizzas? I know you've made some dessert pizzas, like real ones.
Yeah, so I'm into dessert pizzas. When I had the pizza truck, we used to make, one of the most popular ones was cannoli.
Ooh, that's
So we had cannoli cream, chocolate chips,
chocolate chips, yeah.
and confectionery sugar. We had Cinnabon, and then we had a Nutella and raspberry.
Oh, that sounds awesome. And the cannoli cream is cheese, right?
Yes.
It's like a cheesecake.
Yeah, it's empasada or ricotta.
Okay, yeah.
With some confectionery sugar and some, depending on, there's a bunch of different recipes, but some of them put like little orange peels in there or lemon, and so it just gives it a different taste.
So that makes the most sense for it to be a dessert pie, because it's actually technically cheese on the pizza. We're gonna have to do a dessert.
You're a fart smeller, Kevin.
We're gonna have to do a dessert pizza episode where you bring in some of those dessert pizzas.
Now that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's what we got to do. So Valentine's Day, fantastic. And the thing that I saw all over my feed too was the people, and I did this last year, making the heart-shaped pizzas.
Yeah.
But which is cute. Like it's a fun thing to make, and I know some of the pizzerias do it. But then I saw a comment that I had never seen before.
Yeah.
Somebody commented on a post and said, well, just know every time Valentine's Day when you order a heart-shaped pizza, you're technically paying for less pizza. And it is true, right?
It's true, but it's like, man, you gotta let some
you gotta
things
ruin,
go.
right?
I
Why you gotta
know.
ruin the love?
Of all days, Valentine's Day is supposed to be the day of love.
Right. That's the person who just like walks into a party and is immediate downer. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you're paying for less pizza when you actually get the heart shape because it takes out a couple centimeters.
You can't make it up. But people will have something to say negative about everything, so we just have fun.
Real quick before we move on to the next thing, did you eat pizza on National Pizza Day?
You know, that's a good question. Which was what? It was
It was February 9th.
February 9th.
So it was a Monday.
I'm going to say yes just because I have to.
Because it's a big question because it's like, is it amateur hour, almost like New Year's Eve, where people say like, oh, everyone who goes out, so is it like, yeah, if you're really passionate about pizza, you eat pizza all the time, so you don't need a day to eat pizza, so you almost like skip it because you're so the other way.
Yeah, so this is a hard question for me to answer because I really don't know the answer. But I will tell you, honestly, now thinking back at it, so I've been, since a couple weeks before Christmas, I've been trying to get back down to fighting weight.
Okay.
And believe it or not, I actually used to box.
You're looking pretty
for
good,
a
though.
bunch of years. So it's half a joke.
Are
and
you
half
getting back
not.
into the boxing or no?
Well, I'm not sure about that yet. After 5 years of sparring and boxing and getting hit in the face and the nose, and even though we had all protective gear, it gets to be not fun.
That's a great workout, I've heard, though.
It is.
So couldn't you do it and just not like hit people? Like, couldn't you do the training part of it?
Yeah, you could, but you got to hit
fun.
people.
Yeah.
So what I've been trying to say is that I've been really, really, really cutting down on eating as much pizza as I have.
Okay.
So we've been there to We're Back, and that's kind of like my little place because he sells slices there.
Oh, right. Where we did the episode there. Yeah, that's
and
in
so-
Orange, right?
Yeah, in Orange. And John and I. So I go there and I get one slice.
And that's it.
Every week, 10 days, I'll get a slice.
Yeah.
So I'm not cutting, obviously, pizza out of my life because it's a big part of my life, but I just can't. I can't be a gavone like I used to be.
Yeah. Now, we talk about all different pizzerias here in
You
Connecticut.
say I'm buffing up a little bit?
No, I'm saying you look good. I'm saying you look slim.
Well, thank you.
So we talk about all these different pizzerias, and I saw this story recently because as a kid, I was a huge fan of the Ninja Turtles. Shout out to this shirt, Pizza
Look at
Party.
you.
Look at that. And I feel like the Ninja Turtles came out in the 80s, like early 80s. And when I was a kid, and they've reinvented it. It's one of those franchises that they just keep reinventing every like 10 to 20 years for the next generation of kids.
Yep.
And there's so many different versions of it now between shows and movies and toys. It's crazy. But this latest article I read, Paramount apparently has the rights to the franchise now. And they're going to launch like a little kid show. So like those little kid shows, like
Okay.
Spidey and Friends and all that. But it's going to be like teeny Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
so
boy.
that's one thing. But another part of the sort of campaign is they're going to have like a new movie and show and everything. But they're going to open pizzerias that are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle themed.
Like the Chuck E. Cheese kind of places.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be, which if you're familiar with the Ninja Turtles, you know they love pizza, and that's like a huge part of the story and the characters and all that. So they're going to have these pizza-themed pizzerias, which I am so excited for. I don't care if they're in Connecticut. I'm driving or flying to wherever they open up.
Oh, boy.
To these pizzerias.
I have a picture of my son eating a piece of pizza. He probably was 5 or 6 years old from Chuck E. Cheese, and it does not look good at all.
Well, that's the weird part. Chuck E. Cheese. I went to a birthday party with my kids like 2 years ago at a Chuck E. Cheese, and I had the pizza. And sure, it's not the most quality pizza, but it immediately, we talk about this all the time, it immediately brought me back to like being a kid and having my birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. And I think it's that nostalgia taste. It still tasted the same even all these years later. It was crazy.
Yeah. See, when I was growing up, although there might have been a Chuck E. Cheese, although this was obviously late 70s, early 80s, we just went to our, like, most of the pizzerias where I grew up had party rooms.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we our parents would rent out the room in the back
Yep.
for all the ruffian kids. And so those are my memories of the pizza parties.
Yeah.
And probably we couldn't afford Chuck E. Cheese anyways.
Let's move into your. I saw you talking about this recently on Facebook. So
Yep.
to explain your pizza idea.
Yeah, so without getting too long-winded, because I can be long-winded, I've always been pro promoting pizzerias, local pizzerias. When I used to do pizza reviews, all our reviews were all positive. And I realized from a business standpoint that, the more friction you get, the more likes and clicks and engagement, all the other stuff. But the point being is that, I often talk about how to help promote local pizzerias. Mm-hmm. So, for example, what we do is promote as much as we can pizza in Connecticut and pizzerias that we go to. And so there was a lot of discussion back and forth about, well, if the place isn't good, why should I promote it and this and that? And so my thought process is, and just how I grew up is, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it.
Right.
And I'm not telling you that I have a halo over my head, because I have been, sometimes a little bit more vocal than I should. But where I'm going with this is the best way to help local businesses in general, but pizzerias, is to go buy some pizza, take some pictures, tell people what you like about it.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. Because people, a lot of people, there's some people who think pizzerias are making all this kind of money and they're ripping people off, and how can they charge $25 for a large? And it's like, they don't see all the other stuff behind it. And I know that regardless of what I say, what I do, I even have a post that I've had out there about, it breaks down the costs.
Yeah, I've seen that you put up. It's crazy.
And I still get crap about that. But it's like, go out, support your local pizzerias, take pictures.
So you're telling people, so you're basically, if someone goes out to get pizza, they might not even think to take a photo and post it or talk about it, but you're encouraging people to do that more when they go to these local pizzerias.
Right. And then also, instead of tacking on to someone's thread about their experience at their favorite pizzeria, create a new one.
Yeah.
Because it gets lost.
And so that starts the conversation, and then tagging the places too. So if they're on Instagram or Facebook, giving them some love that way, because that helps. The word of mouth thing, whether it be in person or online, is definitely a huge factor to helping these local pizzerias, prop them up.
Yeah, absolutely. The more help, the better. I know a lot of pizzeria owners personally. I mean, not that we're best friends, but friends. And, none of these people have, a 3-story mansion on the shoreline, and they don't drive Ferraris or Porsches or any of those other crazy things. And I'm not saying they haven't been successful. They probably have, and they should, because they work really hard. But, if you think you're going into the pizza business to become a millionaire, and I'm not saying there haven't been people that have done that, but, you go into it because you're passionate about it.
And the price thing, word of mouth goes both ways. So the price thing, I feel like, has gone around word of mouth in a negative way, where people are like, it's so expensive, it's so expensive. But when you really break it down, like common sense wise, to feed, like we always say, like to feed a family of 4, it breaks out to like $6 or $7 a person for a large pizza from like Pepe's or one of these big, New Haven places. Like, most fast food places are more than that now. Like if you go to get a combo meal, it's like $10.
Oh yeah.
So if it's $6.50 per person for a family of 4, or $7 or whatever it is, like if you look at it that way, it's like, oh, that's kind of a deal, because we're feeding everybody at the table for for that price.
Yeah, not all people, because there's a lot of really, really good people, but there's a lot of people who just like to complain.
Right.
Because
then some people will say like, oh, well, I'm just going by myself. It's like, well, then you don't need a large pizza. Like, then you don't have to pay the $30. Like, just get a small or get a slice, whatever the place offers.
And then the other thing that I don't understand either is, like, say you go get a large and say it's $25-$30, and just say $30 because I like the number 3. Yeah. If you don't eat all the pizza at one shot, or you and your wife or your family, then you take it home. Now you have supplemented another meal. So in essence, you might even get 2 meals out of a large pizza.
You got lunch the next day, maybe breakfast if it's a Sunday, a little brunch.
That's what I'm talking about.
But if you're a real pizza fan, you finish that pizza in one sitting.
100%. And you eat the crust.
Right, yeah. You don't leave those little scraps.
No.
No
bones. They're called bones. You don't leave the bones on the plate. You got to mop up. Use the bones to mop up.
Yeah, you get all that right. You get that cheese, get that sauce.
Got to mop
it. mop it up. The other thing, I always think about what people have as a beverage with pizza. Mm-hmm. If we were to rank the things, I think soda would probably be number 1. So whether it's Fox and Park or, people getting Pepsi, Coke, whatever it is, if they're getting 2 liters, that's probably like at the number 1 spot. And then, we've seen some of these breweries try to make like a pizza lager and that type of thing. And it was something I just recently saw was pizza wine. So someone's making a specific wine that they're going to release in March, I guess, around in stores and everything and around Connecticut. There was a whole article about it that they mentioned.
Yeah, I saw that. They're from Rhode Island, I think.
Yeah, and they mentioned our Connecticut Pizza and Brewfest.
They did.
Because they were making the point that,
we got to get them
wine
there.
and pizza, go together. And so it's a very specific wine that they've created to go with the taste profile of pizza.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Now, when you're having pizza, what's your go-to? Is it a Fox and Park?
So before my reconstruction of my body, I absolutely was a Fox and Park guy.
Okay.
And I love Fox and Park grape.
Grape, that's a good one.
Yeah. Most people have never had it. I don't know. I grew up, my mother always used to give us Welch's grape drink.
Yep.
And that's what so I love the taste of grape.
The root beer is really good. I had the root beer.
That's your favorite root beer?
Recently. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's good with pizza.
Yeah. Now I drink a lot of water. I know it's kind of boring.
Yeah, I go water too. If I'm at if it's like a weekend and I'm out with a bunch of friends, we're having like beers or whatever, it's like light domestic beer. Like It can't be like the heavy IPAs or stouts. Like that doesn't go with pizza.
Miller High Life, man. That's my beer.
Michelob Ultra.
Champagne of beers.
Yeah, Miller Lite, Miller High Life. The lightest lager you have, because that actually goes with the profile of pizza. Like it's almost like having a fizzy light beverage.
So one of my oldest memories of, I'll call it alcohol, back in the day in the 70s, they used to sell these little mini bottles. They're called pony bottles. And my father used to drink the pony bottles. My father was this 6'3", 6'4", big Polish guy. He was an electrician. And not that it has anything to do with drinking beer, but, it kind of went hand in hand.
Yeah.
And so he used to come home on special Friday nights with zoo parties, because we lived in West Haven, and so he used to have his pizza and his little Miller High Life pony bottles, and he used to let me take a couple swigs every once in a while.
Nice.
But where I'm going with this is that a lot of the old timers also drank a lot of, like Genesee was a big beer for New Haven pizzerias. So both Sally's and Pepe's and a bunch Grand and a bunch of other places, they also sold a lot of. They had them in the pitchers, those old clear see-through pitchers.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, you used to get a pitcher of Genesee, a pitcher of this, a pitcher of that. So beer was big too, and still is.
Yeah. And then my kids drink milk with the pizza, which is a kid thing, but milk to me, it does not go with pizza. I don't like drinking a glass of milk. Yeah. I'll have milk with cereal.
Chocolate milk I like, but...
Chocolate milk, yeah. But that's like dessert. Like, I'm not going to have that with pizza.
Yeah.
But yeah, anytime we go to get pizza, the kids are just milks. Or like a Shirley Temple or something like that.
So again, going back to my old memories, we used to go over to my buddy's house a lot to eat pizza. His name was Fatty. That's what we used to call him. Everyone had a name back then.
That was his legal name? Was that on his?
No, it's not his legal
name.
On his ID. That's a term of endearment. And his parents used to give us wine.
Oh.
I don't know what kind of wine it was, but we were.
Well, that's very Italian, right?
It is. It was very Italian. Yeah. And obviously we weren't of age, and I'm not advocating underage drinking, but it was just. It was part of the process, part of the growing up.
Right.
And it was kind of fun.
Yeah. That is funny. 2 more things I want to hit before we wrap up. The Super Bowl recently, which kind of a downer for me as a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
But it wasn't their year. They weren't ready. It was fine. So congrats to...
It was a lackluster game.
It was very boring. Yeah. Congrats to Seattle. But there was I don't know if people saw this. There was a wager. There was a bet going on with Pepe's here in New Haven.
I saw that, yeah.
And Kevin from Pepe's, who we've had on the show before. So basically what happened was there was a pizzeria in Seattle called Moto Pizzeria. And I kind of went to their Instagram and looked, and they make these like crazy, like different shape pizzas.
Like it looks like a big grinder.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
It's an interesting place. And the guy who does all the Instagram videos must be the owner. He's like really animated.
Yeah.
And so he challenged Frank Pepe's in New Haven to a wager, to a bet. And the original bet was whatever team loses, you had to fly to the city and try their pizza. Now, it looks like I've seen a couple posts go up since. They modified it a little bit. And they're actually putting a lot of the proceeds towards charity and, making it more of a charity thing, which is great.
Sure.
But now the bet is, because I saw him post, the Seattle guy, like, oh, I'm coming to New Haven. I was like, wait, what did I miss? The Patriots didn't win because Pepe's being a New England pizzeria, you know. But I guess what they modified it to was that Pepe's has to fly him out. So they're going to pay for his travel to fly here to try to have Pepe's. And if Seattle had lost, I guess he would have paid to have, you know, Kevin or whoever from Pepe's go out to Seattle and try their pizza. So I kind of like that. And it's kind of cool that, you know, we'll get some buzz here in New Haven with him coming here to try the pizza. I don't know when they're going to do it. I haven't seen any updates on Instagram, but even though the Patriots lost, I like that pizza angle. So that's it's kind of fun.
Well, Kevin G from Pepe's, I believe he's a big Boston guy. I mean, he's got a pretty heavy Boston accent.
He's from right.
So that had to kill him, I'm sure.
Definitely, yeah. I was so excited when they made the wager. I was like, this is gonna be awesome. But yeah, I haven't talked to him yet since the Super Bowl. But yeah, we'll have to talk to him soon.
Well, we're going. Isn't our next episode there?
Yeah, we're gonna do an episode there coming up in March. So that's gonna be fun to go back to Pepe's.
Yeah,
get their thoughts.
It's always fun going to Pepe's.
Yeah. And speaking of Pepe's, this other video went super viral. So, you know, a lot of times people send me pizza videos and I'm like, you know, oh, this is cool, but like, it's not, I like it because it's pizza. But then in my head, I'm like, are the masses really seeing this video or is it just like in the pizza world? Yep. And this video seemed to go viral to the masses. It was everywhere. So people sent it to me originally and then I saw it going all over the place. A couple coworkers here sent it to me. Jeff, Keith, everyone sent me this video. It's Korean parents. So it must be like the kid of these parents made this video of their parents trying New Haven style pizza for the very first time. And the video is awesome. We'll put it into the episode so you can see it. But you watched it, right? The video of them going to Pepe's?
And it was really good. It was really well edited. The thing that I don't understand, and maybe we'll get some clarification, is the mom put a glove on. And she only put a glove on like a Michael Jackson glove, one hand. And it was a clear. So I don't know if she had issues with her hands or she didn't want to get the char on her hands.
So I saw
I'd
that.
love to see that.
I'm thinking it's the char thing. I'm thinking it's because, you know, when those New Haven style pizzas come out, it's very almost like chalky. Like maybe that's just customary that they, you know, when she eats, she doesn't want to get her hands dirty, I guess. You know, so you don't have to wash your hands. You have the glove on.
So the glove I understand, but if she put on a bib, I would be almost like.
But I love watching people try New Haven style pizza for the very first time, especially people like internationally, people who who aren't used to the customary New Haven style, the whole scene of it. Yeah, because they're kind of like blown away by it, and seeing them try it is awesome. And you've had that experience a couple times over the years, right? Yeah.
So when I used to do pizza reviews, we actually did a pizza review on Worcester Street, the old Abate, which was right next to Libby's, 2 doors down from Pepe's. Unfortunately, the place burned down, but I think they are in North Haven. Anyways, in the front of Abate's, there were tables outside. So we got there early. We were BSing with all the people out there because we were going in, to do the review. Mm-hmm. And so there was a table, and I don't know what nationality they were, but they were Asian of some sort, and there were 5 women. So I started BSing with them. And I explained to them a little bit about New Haven and this and that. And I said to her, well, have you ever heard the word apizza? She goes, no, I never heard the word apizza. And so I explained to her how to do the word apizza. And I also explained to her the word ugats. And so when you do ugats, you got to go like this, ugats, apizza.
What is ugats?
Ugats means nothing, very little.
Oh, okay.
So we videoed them doing the apizza, doing the ugats, and it's like 5 Asian women, and it's just, I thought it was really fun.
Is that still on YouTube? Is it online?
It is on YouTube, and I just actually reposted it because what you told me about the Korean people, I'm like, oh, this triggers a memory, so that's what I did.
Ugats. Apizza.
And if you look at all, like there was one head, the boss, I'll say, of the table, and then all the other Asian women, they were laughing, but they're like, oh my God, this lady's crazy. You couldn't stage it. We didn't know they were going to be there. Yeah. It was just really funny.
It's awesome. And I think it's great for New Haven because we get a lot of international tourists coming here to try the pizza, to explore the city, to explore the state. Yeah. You know, if you're coming that far, you're probably staying in Connecticut for a little bit. Yep. And so you're going to go around and explore other places. So.
And it also speaks to pizza in general and our style of pizza, New Haven style. It's like universal.
Yeah,
You know,
it's the universal language, right?
these people that we were talking with this table, when I say could barely speak English, English was definitely not their first language.
Right.
But it didn't matter. It didn't matter where they came from. It's like they were just enjoying this thing and they were laughing, they were having fun. And so
Yeah, it brings people together. I say it all the time. Whether it be, different nationalities or different people just within the same town who don't know each other, who go to the same pizzeria locally. Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's a good place to wrap it up because we got some exciting episodes coming up. We're going to Pepe's, like we said again. We have some special guests coming up for an episode about water, which is going to be very exciting.
Lord have mercy.
Well, that's it for now. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube, on the podcast channels, all the social media, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. And that is episode 52. Do you want to see my pizza underwear again?
No, I don't want to see the pizza underwear.
All right, remember, it's not burnt.
It's charred, baby.
New Haven style pizza. Come and take a seat. A pizza,